My name is Christina McCormick. I'm with the City of Ottawa in the Parks and Recreation Department within Inclusive Recreation. We have integrated camps as well as more specialized or adapted camps. Within our integrated camps, we have shared care support for children with disabilities to help them integrate in our summer camp programs.
Children can take up to 2 weeks of camp and register for shared care support at selected facilities across the city.
We also offer what we call support, the mentor support. The mentor would come around to each camp to help with the more mild to moderate children who have disabilities kind of integrate into the camp. So an example of an integration might be a reward system, or if they're used to reminders, making sure those are in place. The other option as well is if you have a child with a disability who has their own support worker, they're always welcome to come to camp. We have a program for children with complex needs, the SPIRIT program, which is a referral basis. So you would contact your Inclusive Recreation Coordinator to register into that camp to make sure it's a good fit. We also have our Rock, Rattle, and Roll for adults with more medically fragile needs as well. We also have our Summer Plus program. We have up to 5 camps across the City of Ottawa. We have also a 6th program in French, and that's for adults with developmental disabilities, where they go out into the community. They do some different activities throughout the day, just like a regular camp, but more in a specialized environment with specialized staff.
In addition, the city also offers social recreation summer camps for adults with disabilities at Hintonburg Community Centre in English and Richelieu Vanier Community Centre in French.
Reach out to the inclusive coordinator in your area to set up a meeting, possibly talk to you over the phone and try to figure out what the best camp is. It will depend on the specific disability of the individual. It could also be specific to age as well as the criteria, so ensuring it's the right fit for that person. The other thing you can do is reach out to the email below to get more information, ensure that you have enough information about the camp. We do have descriptions of the camp, so please make sure to read those over, but we're always willing to help if you have any questions. Once registered, you would get a phone call or an email asking to set up an intake. With that intake, we would meet at a recreation center close to you. We would go over the criteria for the program. So we would go over the criteria and ensure that it's the right fit for your participant, whether it's an adult or a child. We go over the needs of the person. Every individual with a disability is different, and they have different needs, such as everybody does. So just reviewing their needs, what works well at home, what works well at school, so that way we can try to incorporate it as best we can within the summer camps. As far as shared care goes, please remember that it's important to register for the camp of your choice. The other piece too is that our programs do fill up quickly. It's important that if you aren't able to get in, to put yourself on the wait list and let the inclusive coordinator in your area know that they're on the wait list. Once you are registered, the inclusive coordinator person in your area will contact you. You can also reach out to them as well to set up that intake to ensure it's the right fit for your participant.
To register for our SPIRIT and our Rock, Rattle, and Roll summer camps for medically fragile children and adults, you will need to reach out to our Health Programs Coordinator. You can find her extension on the Inclusive Recreation webpage.
also ask, within all of our camps, we have enrollment forms. We would get those all filled out so you wouldn't have to worry about those kinds of things, as well as if they take medication and if there's trip forms as well. The other thing too is if you're already registered into the program, an inclusive coordinator would reach out to you before the camp begins. Luckily this year we're registering fairly early, so it'll be good to get all that information ahead of time. So the more information that you can give us, the better, and it'll be more successful for the participant within the program. Do have our Ottawa Hand in Hand program, which we offer within recreation for low-income families, as well as people who are on ODSP. When we hire the staff, we ask that they have an education in the related field. So it could be that they're working towards their psychology degree, or they're in the developmental service worker program, or the autism program, or the child and youth worker program. So we hire staff who have that kind of education. We also hire staff who have experience working with children and youth or adults with disabilities in camp setting, in school settings. We also provide them with crisis prevention and intervention training. We ask that all staff come with a recent vulnerable sector police record check. And we provide on-site training within the camp, as well as our own inclusive recreation training. So of course it depends on the camp that you choose. So if it's more specialized or adapted versus inclusive. But overall, most camps will have group games. We might have some craft or art activities, as well as physical games. A lot of the camps do as well go swimming. They may go on a community outing to a museum or a park. You might have special guests come to us. So maybe having a magician on site, or someone to sing with us, or do Zumba, whatever the case may be. Yeah, so what we do is we compile a resource list of all the camps within the region of Ottawa. So we have some pretty close relationships with them, and what we do is we can offer the families or the caregivers a list of those resources, so they're aware of other camps that are possibly close to them that would work better for their participant, or that might work in tandem with our city programs. So just to know that's out there. You can always reach out to your inclusive coordinator within your district. You can also, again, you can contact the email below for inclusive recreation, and we'd be glad to send you some resources of other camps as well.